Hey guys, what's up? This is Patrick, aka Zippy Patrick, and it has been a while since I've done one of these. I planned to do one of these while I was still in Japan. That didn't go so well, so uh, I'm sorry to say I am back in England. Um, but I'm gonna go over a few things I guess that I missed out that I wanted to talk about, and this is going to be sort of a retrospective. Um, of my last couple of weeks in Japan, I guess. Uh, Sorry, I think the main thing I'm going to be talking about is Tokyo because I went on a crazy trip to Tokyo that I guess sort of deserves its own little mention because Tokyo, it's kind of the shit. Um, so we went up there for a weekend. We went to Akihabara. That's one of the first places we went. It's quite famous. It's one of the geek havens, I guess you could call it. There's loads of anime and dodgy fucking hentai and just disgusting stuff that I wouldn't care to um, indulge in otherwise. But yeah, a bunch of us went, and it was kind of very strange. We went into some 18 plus areas just to see what would be there, and there was an abundance of sex jelly and other stuff that I shan't talk about. There was a particular label on one item. I think it was a honey lotion, and it had the pedo bear face on it. So I don't know if that character originated from Japan or not, but either way, that kind of made me feel uncomfortable, and we walked out ASAP. But yeah, Akihabara was cool. We also went to Disneyland, Disneyland Tokyo. That wasn't really my decision. I sort of went. We went as a four, basically, and it was fun. It's Disneyland, I'm not going to go over it too much because it's sort of you've got them all over the world. But yeah, it was pretty fun. It was raining like hell that day, and I think also in total we were there for like 14 hours. So yeah, I mean, some people would say you can't get too much Disneyland. I would say fuck those guys in their heads because that's just too much. I don't need 14 hours of Disneyland ever. But yeah, it was cool, I guess. And I think on another day, this must be like a few weeks ago now, we went there, so I'm catching up on stuff. I'm trying to remember, but we went around the city a lot. We went to this place that sort of resembles Times Square in New York. And we went over that big crossing, and I took a couple of cheeky video logs that I'm still going to have to upload, so look out for those. But was also right near there was a cool little statue for the Hachi, the dog, or Hachiko, who is the dog who famously waited for its owner after its owner died, I guess, and it kept coming back to the train station to wait. And it's really famous. I think they made a movie on it, and they referenced it on Futurama as well. So that's pretty cool. I got a photo next to that, so I'm very proud of that. But other than that, yeah, Tokyo was just a blast. If you guys ever get the chance, it's a stunning city. Really, it looks insane, especially at nighttime. Yeah, so if you ever get the chance, I'd say go for it. So yeah, I finished with school as well when I was over there. I handed in all my work. That was extremely to the what would you call it, like last minute. To be honest, I didn't get much of it done in advance, so I was botching it at the last minute. But I think I did okay, so nothing to worry about there. I also went to a cat cafe, which is exactly what it sounds like. So yeah, you pay, I think it was like 800 yen to stay in there for half an hour and just pet some cats. And it's not really a cafe because you can't eat any food. So it was more of a cat lounge. And it was more of a girl thing, I guess. It wasn't my cup of tea. It was just very awkward. I just ended up trolling the cats, like filming myself in the mirror making angry faces at the cats, and it was pretty special. But yeah, I mean, I can't say I'd recommend that to many people just because it's a cat cafe. Like, whose thing is that? Who enjoys that type of thing? Like, if you're watching this and that sounds good to you, like I'm sorry, it's a bit strange to me. I also went clubbing for a final time at a club over there. That was cool. Japanese clubs tend to be packed. Like this one, I'm quite a tall guy. I'm not particularly wide, but I'm tall. And I was struggling. It was just my head poking out of this like crowd of like 300 Asian people, and I just looked very shifty, I imagine. But yeah, it was good fun. That was a good night. I'm just recalling. I think on our way back, it was me and my buddy Miguel, who's Mexican. If you're listening to this, Miguel, hola, I suppose. But we were coming back, and there were these two, or they call them salarymen, which is like businessmen who always wear suits and they just work fucking hard, I guess. And they were drunk out of their minds, and they had a bag with about 40 McDonald's burgers in them, and they were stumbling about. And me and my friend weren't too drunk, so we were just walking about, and we laughed at them, and we were like, like a boss, because one of them fell over. That joke's not very funny in retrospective, but yeah. So instead of reacting in sort of a bad way, they decided to give us a burger instead. So yeah, we got a free burger, and then we saw them again about 10 minutes later. One of them heaving and puking, something fierce. So yeah, rather them than me. What else? Yeah, I got a PlayStation Vita. That was on the final day I had in Japan. Picked that up. Did a couple of unboxing videos, which have proved to be quite popular. Yeah, that was good. It's a nice bit of kit. I played around with it quite a lot. Feel free to ask any questions or whatever in the comments. Also, there was a big leaving party at my accommodation. That was pretty fun. We just ate a lot of food, played a lot of music. The music was they were just playing out of YouTube, so you could put anything you wanted on. I decided to troll somewhat, and I played that Chacaron Macaron song. I'm hoping you know. It's the one where it's like this Mexican dude, and he's like, and pretty much that for like 3 minutes. So I played that. That went down pretty well, certainly amongst the people who got the joke. But yeah, good times, I guess. It's just sad saying goodbye to everyone. That sucked. We also had a little leaving ceremony at the school where they just had a presentation, and we had to go up and shake people's hands and all that sort of jazz. That was pretty sad, I guess, just saying goodbyes to everyone. Also, well, to be honest, I guess that's about it. I can't think of anything else that I've missed. So I got my flight. That was a long-ass flight. I went once again with a stop in Beijing, which was just a refuel, then to Abu Dhabi, where we stayed for a couple hours, then back to Heathrow in England. So that was long as hell. It was a long flight. Something like 16, 17 hours, if I'm thinking right. That's just way too long. Got a chance to practice my Japanese writing and hiragana, katakana, and all that jazz. So that was kind of good. I was being productive for at least a couple hours there. But I decided to watch a bunch of movies instead after a while. I watched Contagion, The Guard, Another Earth, and also Nightmare Before Christmas for the very first time. That Tim Burton singy song, sing spesh. That was something else. Wow, I'm so glad I did that. But yeah, I mean, what can I say? I'm back in England. Am I enjoying it? Yeah, I suppose, but I'd much rather be in Japan. I'm not going to lie about that, but I guess that's something I'm just going to have to work towards, like getting back over there. But I mean, it's been over the Christmas period, so yeah, I had a fun Christmas with family and friends, seeing those guys a lot. Just chilling out, to be honest. I'm going to be going up to Winchester, where I go to university, pretty soon. I have to move into my house, which is kind of daunting. I'll be doing that in a couple of weeks, I think. When I get there, I'm going to have to really get in the groove of working, because I hear second year is a lot harder. So, yeah, that's going to be pretty crazy, but I look forward to it, and I'm going to try and work pretty fucking hard over the next couple of years so I can try and get back over to the old Japan. So, yeah. Thank you for listening, I guess, to all of these audio logs and seeing all my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed them or got something out of them anyway. But, yeah, as I say, hopefully this isn't the last you hear from me with regards to going to Japan, because I definitely want to go back long term. So, for the moment, signing off on Japan. I've still got lots of videos coming, by the way. I've got like a huge backlog of videos from Japan, something like 30 videos still to go, if not more. So keep an eye out for those, I guess. Some of them are quite good. Some of them are shit, but hopefully you guys get something out of them anyway. This has gone really long, so I'm going to sign off. This is zippypatrick, a.k.a. Patrick, with a better mic for once. Woo! I missed having a good mic. Okay. I'll be off then. zippypatrick on Twitter. zippypatr on YouTube. Goodbye. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Goodbye.